And now, Fortnite fanfiction with Bennett James White and LSR Tryson Browhill.
Yeah.
It's time for our favorite time of the week, everybody. Fortnite Fanfictions Episode 3. Bom bom bom. Enthusiastic air horn. Alright. Another week has been opened of challenges, thus another week of fanfictions. Woohoo! I'm very excited. Elsa, are you excited?
I like to call this time FTF. Fun Thursday Fun.
Yup, totally. I agree. I like that. I'm gonna name the playlist that now. Probably. Alright. So, we've got a pretty steamy fanfiction. And I know it's not Christmas, but I had to because it's from a dear friend, InflamedIce, who, if you remember fondly, did the Bright Bomber X Drift. Oh, see? Yeah, he remembers. So we got Christmas Carol Fortnite Not Safe for Work fanfiction by InflamedIce. I was going to pick another one, but the other one was way too long, and I felt bad for doing a two-parter already. This one's much shorter. Yeah, so the other one, although it does have an interesting ending, because I skipped to the bottom and I was already laughing. So we'll hopefully do that next episode. But he's done a lot. Checking like how many fanfictions he's done, it's like too many. Just too many. Alright, let's start this off. The Heart of Winter, Season 7. What?
I was about to say, one fan fiction is already too many.
This is true. Nogops, Yuletide Ranger, Red-Nosed Raider, and Codename Elf were all chilling through the winter inside their now modified cabin, just south of what used to be Greasy Grove. Even though everybody was still a bit shaken by the sudden addition of the giant iceberg, they were happy with their new, larger home. It was Christmas Eve, and really, Yuletide was still deciding what his present should be. Silly him, he forgot. Nogops and Red-Nosed Raider had already each placed 2 presents for everybody else under the tree. Yuletide? He was just sitting on a couch. His service could be considered as a present. He had chopped down some firewood back in Lonely Lodge before he came, so that they had enough wood for another 7 days. They each talked the night away, sharing stories about the new people and talking about how they missed each other. Elf even put on a show with an electric guitar playing a few songs from Lars' band Steelwool. What the hell am I reading right now? It was already... Yeah, I don't get any of this. I love how he treats every story, how all these fanfiction people treat these stories like everything is canon. And you'll find the other fanfiction was in fact canon and is related to his whole world building of his Bright Bomber X Drift. Or wait, was it Bright Bomber? I'm gonna say it was Bright Bomber. Yeah, it was. Okay, well this one has the same thing as I saw from a paragraph. It was already 11:30 when Red-Nosed Raider that had checked the time, and she hurried upstairs to catch up on sleep. Elf decided that it was time to head back to his new home somewhere in Happy Hamlet. Now it was just him and Nogops, stacking layer after layer of blankets above themselves. The 25-year-old girl may have been older than much of the others on the island, but she still acted like a typical teen. She loved watching movies at risky reels and often read romance novels. For her oriental appearance, her attitude, behavior, and voice were surprisingly Caucasian. No, odd sentence? Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, we already got a good line. That's what I love about these fanfictions. You can pick one line from all of our episodes, and you got the perfect quote for that episode.
Yeah.
She spoke in a usually relaxed and sarcastic voice, though she had a talent for calming people down. Yuletide was an all-around guy. He was genuinely nice, though he had a bit of a temper when he didn't get enough sleep. He had much experience in foraging and winter survival, which was how he was able to gain much of his strength. Okay, yada yada yada. More, explanation of the characters that we don't even remember what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
Pile blankets over each other. What?
What is it?
About midway through the movie, both Nogops and Yuletide were getting sleepy. She yawned and slapped her hand down Yuletide's arm to try and wake herself up. It only scared Yuletide a bit, who returned to his relaxed state. A few minutes later, he found himself hugging Nogops close. She ignored this and pulled up some blankets to cover up her mouth. She tried to focus on the screen, but another strange thing happened. She felt Yuletide reach below her blanket and hugged her ugly sweater, one layer closer to her skin. Again, she ignored this and continued to watch the movie. Nogops pulled up her knees to the point where she could feel her socks with her hands, though her legs weren't touching her upper body. For another 5 minutes, everything was fine until Yuletide moved his arm to the third time. His arm lifted her ugly sweater, making her instantly blush. She stared to the left where her arms were coming from. It made contact with her skin and eventually crept up her chest, into her bra, to her breasts for a minute. She almost thought of letting it slide, her cheeks flushed red, but she shook her head out of it. Yuletide? Nogops asked, making an awkward smile. She looked at his face, which was glued to the screen. Yep, he replied in a casual voice. Your hand. She gripped his arm. Oh shit, Yuletide's cheeks turned red. Sorry, I just didn't notice. He scratched the back of his head. How do you not notice that?
Don't you know that's what all sexual harassers say?
Okay, this is now 2 times Inflamed... Okay, this is 1 time that InflamedIce has had, like, basically almost attempted rape. Let's see if he goes all the way through, because he did that twice in the last one.
Yeah. Before you continue, yeah, when the whole Louis C.K. thing came out, he said, "Oh, I didn't realize it."
You know, my hand just went down there, and I just stared at all those women and asked them. You know, I didn't realize what I was doing. I don't even know what this voice was. It wasn't even close to Louis C.K.
Yeah, he doesn't have a distinct voice, so it's not that easy to do.
Okay, we got a good one here. The two were
no.
blushing, and a strong feeling of sexual tension emerged from the air. Nogops stood before him, and Yuletide sat up on the couch. She twiddled her ponytail and looked at the ground nervously. Yuletide closed his mouth and just filled on cheek with air, and looked around the room. Secretly, he was hard to the max. The way it's written here has max, like, written in all caps, so it's like he was hard to the max!
So hard.
Okay. Nogops was also aroused, her underwear beginning to get wet. Oh god. Just the feeling of somebody else touching her there, on her breasts. She'd never felt it before. They stayed still like that for a few moments before Nogops broke the silence. Is it okay if you do that again? She asked, cheeks flushing a fresh pink. She smiled with her teeth, holding her hands behind her back. Sure? Yuletide raised an eyebrow. Surely they were just friends. Yuletide and Nogops got back on the couch, though this time with more blankets. Nogops had taken off her regular denim jeans and wore instead short-ripped jeans. She leaned her head into his arms, and he slowly did what she requested. This is really weird. Yuletide let out a casual smile and turned... What?
This is really weird, Yuletide said.
Yuletide let out a casual smile and turned the movie back on. Nogops drank from a slurp while he slowly massaged her breasts. She smiled and closed her eyes and cuddled in his lap. Oh god! Yuletide's dick hardened again, and this time Nogops noticed. They said she's lying down on his lap. Her head is on his lap. Is she not, like, getting pushed up? Like, oh my god.
How do you think she noticed?
I'm just imagining, like, she noticed. It's like, no shit.
It's like that in that one, it's like that Mel Brooks movie, a silent movie, where it's that one guy's saying, like, oh, we'll, like, take him down with the power of sex. And then he, like, shows a picture of, like, a, like, stripper, I guess. And then everybody at the end of the table just lifts up because of all the men getting erections.
Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of put those two together, Elisar.
Well, I don't know.
Elisar, I'm not an idiot.
Alright, continue. I don't know why you interrupted.
Just friends, he breathed heavily. Just friends, she repeated, peering over at his face. She was horny, whether she wanted to be or not. As the movies progressed, Nogops' hormones slowly backed out. The constant pressure from her head on Yuletide's dick, however, didn't really help it return to a flaccid state. Oh my god! This is so many good lines already. Near, nearing the third quarter of the movie, Nogops flinched at the sudden roar of a smasher and spilled the remains of her slurp juice across Yuletide's pants. Perfect, he thought to himself, rolling his eyes as Nogops rushed to clean it up with some paper towels. I'm really glad we got at least one screw-up on the grammatical errors, because I've been hoping when we were reading these fanfictions to find way more than just one.
Yeah.
These people did too well of a job of writing, and that kind of saddens me.
Yeah.
She hummed a quiet tune of Under the Mistletoe while she wiped his pants and let out a sneaky smile. He was still hard. Nogops wasn't a virgin, but she'd never longed for sex in so long. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. We may be getting up to a rape scene. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, no.
Please, at least finish the movie first. You did choose after all. Yuletide was never an advocate for sex anyways. He had a strong sense of conscience. He never liked the after feeling of any sexual session unless a purpose greater than pleasure would be accomplished. Fine, Nogops sighed and laid back down on his lap. It was barely another 7 minutes when the girl got naughty again. The movie had approached the beginning of a sunset scene where Ramirez and Jonesy would kiss. Nogops sat up and held her breath with anticipation and hugged Yuletide, keeping her eyes pried to the screen. Right when the large storm clouds had drawn back, a Hollywood sunset shed light on the Atlas. Ramirez and Jonesy sat on the ledge of the zone and kissed. At the same time, Nogops also kissed Yuletide. He made a muffled cry and tried to take Nogops off of him. She pinned him to the couch with one arm and unbuckled his pants with another, still keeping her lips on him. Nogops unzipped his fly and pulled down his underwear. Yuletide let out a groan and pushed her away. Don't, please, Nog, don't do it. Well, Nogops paused and encircled his 10-inch thing with her hand. She licked her lips and kneeled down on the carpet before him. She gave him a dirty smile. Looks like I'm gonna be on the naughty list. Yuletide sighed, but then breathed back briskly when Nogops blew him at 240 SPM. Sucks per minute. Oh my god. Oh god. No, LSR. No. Oh my god. So, oh god. So we did. What is wrong with this guy getting, like, he writes rape into all of his fanfictions so far. Oh god. We've only read 2 so far. I'm really glad he uses the SPM thing. Or this time it's SPM. Last time it was GPM and then it was FPM.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. He stared at her with wide eyes and turned off the TV. She slowed down to give him a confused look, but nonetheless continued to suck the shit out of him. That line is amazing. Oh god. Oh god. There's more sounds. Yeah, she just keeps going.
She just keeps going.
Oh god. Ugh. That's a new taste. She reached into his ugly sweater and felt his six-pack. She smiled and crept up closer to him, with her pants already stripped down. She sat on his thing and smiled. Take that shirt off, boy. Nope. Nope. Just nope. All they nopes? Oh god. Yeah, it's a whole lot more. Yeah, it's a whole lot more. And then immediately afterwards, there's literally about like 6 different paragraphs of them like constantly going back and forth between oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah,
that type of thing. Yeah, it's literally just like more paragraph. It's more sentences, not paragraphs, of just that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they just keep going. Oh god. 120 BPM. 120 balls per minute. What? What?
I don't want to know.
I don't either.
Just keep going.
Oh god, it's just like so vulgar now. It's really in depth. Oh god, why, LSR? That just looks wrong now.
I know.
Hang on. His chest heaved with every breath. Before he could say anything, Red-Nosed Raider walked downstairs, rubbing her eyes. She wore only her bra and short pants, and when her eyesight cleared, it wasn't pretty. What? She yelled, her mouth open with rage. I'm sorry, Utal tried, but was interrupted by Nogops. I can explain. It was me, she said, the last phrase with a bit of hesitation and guilt. Wait, are you blushing? Red-Nosed Raider looked at Nogops and tried to hold back her words, but it was true, she was blushing. She'd be lying to herself if she said that she didn't want it. Her urge was very strong, but she tried to escape it. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. But before Red-Nosed Raider could make it halfway up, she leapt down and shoved Yuletide's thing into her mouth. She yelled with pleasure. Nogops looked at the two in horror, and Yuletide just froze. He was shocked to see that Red-Nosed Raider would consider such a thing. She sucked him nonetheless at a surprising 300 SPM. What is wrong? Did this guy just have like a frickin' like the thing to like the thing to see how fast cars are speeding, and they just like constantly use that on like when they see two people having sex? They're like, oh, of course, it's a 300 SPM. Wow.
I think that they are, if they have intercourse, like this person, I think that they will be like, oh, I'm going to whatever FPM.
God. So basically, he climaxes in her mouth, and it says it comes out of her nose as well, which is not something I really needed to hear. Okay, we're done, Yuletide.
Yeah.
Yuletide went to clean himself up. The two girls stared at each other and smiled. They still wanted more. Not so fast, Nogops gripped his sore thing and sucked it. We still have the rest of the night, Red-Nosed Raider continued, grinding herself on his back while whispering in his ear. So cool! It ends on a high note. It ends on the note that he still gets raped. Even after the beginning of it being rapey, it was consensual afterwards, I guess. And now it's just like, literally just straight up... Oh, God.
So that was the end of it?
That was the end. There was much more, but like I said, most of it was just them writing what they were saying while doing it, and then it was just way more, too much detail on how big and thick things were. I didn't really need to know how big these characters were from a game that's E10 and up, or T, or whatever the hell.
Yeah, it's teen.
Oh, sorry, it's teen, so it's completely okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that was enough for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as we did. Oh, God. We need a fanfiction on him and his blow-up pinata.
This is my reaction to that.
I'll look that up. Hopefully that'll be the next episode. But thank you, InflamedIce, for writing these, because these are basically just my favorite videos to make. And I've talked to a few people that have watched these episodes, and they seem to like these episodes the most as well. And I'm sorry, I don't really want to go like full detail on certain fanfictions, because a lot of these are really in-depth with a lot of stuff. But partly I don't want to go
you don't want
fully...
to get demonetized.
What?
And you don't want to get demonetized.
That's exactly it. Like, well, I'm not even monetized, but I don't want to get kicked off YouTube if I go too into detail.
Yeah.
That's part of it, and also because, God, that is incredibly awkward to read. And also, like I said, I live with several people. So yeah, there's a lot. But I hope you still enjoy these, and yeah, thank you, InflamedIce. You basically make my day now. Oh God, I can't believe I said all that. And remember, guys, InflamedIce will always fit a rape scenario in there, even if it was consensual at first.
I should have done the one where it was even though she's Asian, she acts very Caucasian.
Alright, well you do it, because I already spent mine.
And remember, everybody, even though she's Asian, she acts very Caucasian.
Whatever that means. Thank you
Yeah,
for
who
watching.
knows? Is it racist? Who knows?